Well, hello there, motherfuckers. I wanted to make a video here addressing what I talked about in my Raw review, just getting this video set up here because I know people are going to have problems with what I said about hijacking the show, overly boisterous crowds, interfering with segments. We saw Vince McMahon and Charlotte got all fucked up because of the crowd being really like obtrusive and like intrusive to the fucking promos, however you want to say it. And the thing is, these crowds, as I said, it started with WrestleMania 29, the WrestleMania that was in 2013, the night after that WrestleMania at the Izod Center. The crowds were doing the wave. They were, acting crazy and shit with random chants. Last night we heard Nakamura chants and stuff like that. And the thing is this, it's getting a bit crazy. These crowds are just getting annoying after a while. Even when the crowd gets what they want, we're still getting random chants. We're still, the thing, it's absolutely fucking crazy. I mean, the crowd is just being obnoxious after a while, and they still persisted in the AJ match, even in the Fatal 4 Way that should have satisfied everybody. It was pretty much like an indie star match, and that's the thing. It's these stupid fucking smart marks, and I get accused of being a smart mark, but the thing is, I'm truly not. If you see, I'm one of the few guys here in the YWC that's honest. I don't just worship Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, your beard is beautiful. Let me fuck you up the ass. I don't fucking do shit like that, okay? I don't do that. I don't worship these fucking guys, just because they spent years on the indies. No. When these guys have a shitty match, I don't instantly rate it 5 stars. When these guys don't have any character or any good storylines, I don't praise it and shit like that. No, I'm honest about it. I don't worship indie guys. I don't worship any guy that wasn't even in the indies. It doesn't fucking matter. What I judge on is I call it how I see it. And people know that from me years and years here in the fucking YWC already. I think it's what is it now? It's like my fucking 4th anniversary here in the YWC. After all this fucking time, I think people know who I am. This is why it drives me fucking insane. People know who I am. They know what I expect from a fucking wrestling show. Quality, storylines, character, match quality also. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy good wrestling, but the thing is, it's like, it's got to mean something. I've said this time and time again, and what these crowds have become is just, they're pretty much a great like example of how the YWC is fucked up. They don't know what they want. They don't know how wrestling is supposed to be. The YWC is under the impression that there's, as Wrestling Jesus likes to put it, the fucking Japanese Michael Jackson, um, fucking Nakamura and shit. They think that, Nakamura, they think the Bullet Club is going to save WWE. This is how fucking delusional we are. We don't get the Bullet Club, we're gonna riot, and shit like that. The Bullet Club ain't gonna save shit. You really think that the fucking Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, these guys are not gonna save anything? But this is the crowd that we're seeing. And what they want to do is they want to hijack the show. It was one thing when it was with Daniel Bryan because it was a little bit more controlled. We understand the yes chants because Daniel Bryan was involved in those matches. We understand that. But, now it's just getting a little bit, it's getting old, all right? That's what it pretty much is getting. It's the same thing year after year. This is supposed to be the best Raw of the year, but you're ruining segments, you're rattling the talent. And the thing is, it's, I criticize Jericho and Russo, but like I said, I woke up to the fact that really, It's kind of disrespectful for the talent. These guys like AJ Styles and Cesaro and the rest of them, they're putting on good matches for you. You know, you don't care about storylines. I see people saying it doesn't matter about storylines as long as the matches are good. If that's the world you want to live in, the delusional world you want to live in, go straight the fuck ahead. But, you know, I don't want any part of that fucking wrestling that's all just wrestling, no characters, no storylines, nothing interesting leading up to any of these matches. You know, no good comedy. I remember when wrestling, like I said, it used to be like SNL, like good SNL, you know, classic, you know, skits and comedy and just a variety show with something for everybody. Now there's, you know, something for nobody. There's nothing for anybody, I should say. It's just a fucking boring ass fucking show. And the thing is, if you want to come to a show just to harass everybody and be a nuisance, stay home. Because the thing is, if you're unhappy with the WWE product, that's why I don't always jump at the chance to get tickets to a WWE event. Once in a while, I go, you know, just to, because I'm a wrestling fan. But the thing is, it's like, let their box office numbers suffer then. Why are you paying all this money to go see the show, sit in the front row, just so you can be fucking bored? And then when you get bored, you're chanting. I said this in the past. The crowd is chanting because they're bored and everything. That we know the product is shit. So sit the fuck home then. Don't fucking fuck up Charlotte's promo. Fuck with Vince McMahon. Fucking McMahon's promo even. Even fucking McMahon was rattled. This is why these guys like Russo and Jericho, they're all telling you guys, shut the fuck up already. It's fucking nonsensical already. It doesn't make any sense to go there and give everybody a hard time. Yeah, you're having a good time and everything. You want to have fun and everything, but at other people's expense. I mean, this is how this fucking world is going. We think everything is okay, and then when we get called out on it, you know, oh, freedom of speech. You know, the thing is, it's like, yeah, some people are just assholes, okay? Not saying the WWE McMahon himself ain't assholes. I ain't saying that at all. But you people are not any better, all right? You really aren't. You're just there. You're just fucking around, fucking with the show for no good reason at all. And it was funny at one point, but it's beating an old horse to death. The random chants, you know, and all that shit. It's just, it's getting mind-numbingly old already. I can't stand it, and a lot of other people are getting sick of it fucking too. So just stop. You know, it really is. Just fucking stop it already. It was getting on my nerves. It was affecting the quality of the show. It really was. They were messing with everybody. And like I said, it was like, this reminds me of being at a Ring of Honor show. But even the guys at Ring of Honor were far less aggressive in the crowd. And plus, it was a smaller crowd. It wasn't, you know, as easy to mess with the guys as it is at a WWE event, which is always at a much larger venue, of course. So, you know, I just want to say, I know a lot of guys are on here in the YWC. They're going to be really immature. They're not even going to watch the video. They'll watch a couple of minutes and judge it based on that. They're going to be like, oh, Brad, you're supporting WWE, you fanboy. You know, even though I'm saying this, it's not even going to matter. People are going to say this regardless. Even though, you know, I'm going to tell you what you're going to say. You're not even going to care. You're still going to make a fool out of yourself. And you're still going to insult me and shit like that. Well, go straight the fuck ahead. I don't give a shit. You know I don't give a shit. I haven't given a shit for 4 fucking years doing wrestling videos on here. You know, so go ahead. Hit me with your best shot. The fact of the matter is this. They're all acting like assholes. It's not funny anymore. It's stupid, it's disrespectful, and it's dumb, and it's a waste of time and a waste of your fucking money, people. It is a fucking waste of time. All right? So all I wanted to say, people are not going to be happy with this video. You know, they're going to say that, you know, that, what am I doing? I'm, you know, being a traitor and all that. Well, go fuck your fucking self, okay? Because I'm really getting sick of it. When I'm watching this show and I'm getting a fucking headache, then we got fucking problems, okay? All right? It was more annoying than the AJ Styles bullshit. So when we've reached that point, it's time for me to speak up.